Yeah. Dang, somebody just followed on Kick. What the heck? Oh yeah, dude, this video's the vibe today. What's going on? Welcome back to another excellent episode of Griftcast IRL, hosted by none other than yours truly. I'm Manuel Chavez III, or the Turd, depending on how you know me, otherwise known as Manny, colloquially also known as Defango, the Elusive Man, and various other names throughout the history of time and space. So, my friends, it's another Resurrection Day, baby. Aren't you happy about it? It's Easter Sunday. Hopefully you're having a good one. Did you go find eggs in the yard with your children? Did you imbibe chocolate bunnies and think about the one and only time someone ever got resurrected from death itself? Sometimes I like to think about it. Yeah. I mean, after a while, it kind of gets old or whatever. You kind of start wondering where you're going in life. But it's fine, dude. I really enjoy it. I don't know. Eggs are expensive as shit right now, though. So I'm not expecting people to be paying for eggs right now just to be hard bullying them and then letting kids go find them or whatever. I mean, it could happen. People could be wanting to do that sort of thing. Do people still do that sort of thing? I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I wish I knew. If I did know, I feel like I'd be able to tell you guys a lot better, but I don't. It's not like we're out here in the yard finding eggs over here. Nope. All I got is Lunchy chewing on lamb chop. That's what I got. But I'm okay with Lunchy chewing on lamb chop. I'm okay with that. But it's whatever, man. You got to think. The world isn't quite in the same space. But nay, should I say the world? Because most of the world celebrates other shit anyway. Hasn't Easter always been sort of an American holiday? I mean, obviously, there's people in other countries that have been celebrating it for a lot longer than that or whatever. But people in America celebrate it, you know, with the bunny rabbits and the eggs and the fantasy. I mean, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. There's the Passovers and there's all the other things that you're supposed to do. And then you're supposed to look at this day in remembrance of the greatest moment that ever occurred in the history of the world. When the Son of Man, or the Son of God, died and was resurrected. Damn. Doesn't it seem like it would be nice, though? Like, where we at on the whole resurrection thing? Is that still like a thing? Is that a possibility? Is that like for real? Or though, is that like only a Jesus thing? Can only Jesus do that? Or is there like some special DNA supplement association that needs to be created in order for an individual to go through said change in order to allow them to be resurrected? Don't know. Just asking for a friend. I mean, totally cool with dying, but, you know, accidental death sounds really terrible. So the ability to come back to life after something like that does seem like it would be beneficial. But, I mean, eventually you're going to die of old age, right? Your telomeres can't last forever. Eventually you will crumble into nothingness. Even Thor, he's not going to live for forever, right? Odin? I mean, what did Odin do, dude? He gave up his fucking eye for wisdom. Where's he at now? I don't know, but I got a one-eyed chihuahua or whatever that definitely seems kind of Odin-like in some ways. Although, I don't know, he would need a bunch of crows hanging around with him in order for me to really take that one seriously. I don't know what anything has to do with anything anymore. I mean, everybody believes in so many different things, and there's so many fantastic rides that we could all overcome. But literally, we all got to come to that positive resolution that every single person out there is a LARPer, right? Everybody LARPs something. I don't care what your LARP is, but you're a LARPer, right? You got some form of live action role play that you're partaking in that other people don't know about. Maybe some people know about. Maybe only the people that you want to know about. Everyone's a LARPer. And is LARPing any different than just being and believing in crazy shit? I don't know. I'm not the guy with all the damn answers. If I had all the answers, I definitely wouldn't be in this position. I would just be sitting here kicking it. All of that shit. Right? Dude, something when he followed. Oh, Sam Adams followed us over on the Kick. Dang, dude. Thanks for following, bro. Thanks for following me, bro. I see that, though. I think everybody's special in their own minds because their parents told them they were or whatever, but really, how special can you truly be in a world with so many different people? I mean, eventually there's going to be some sort of repetition, right? There's going to be another motherfucker out there that looks exactly like you. Like, DNA's random as fuck, right? But it's not that random. Like, there's a possibility that somebody could come back and re-exist again, right? Like, I feel like that's a scientific fact. Like, DNA is eventually going to repeat, right? It's not infinite. It doesn't have like, there's only so many ways that it could be arranged and shit, right? I mean, literally only 1% of you even makes you what you are today, right? Less than 1% dictates the hair color, eye color, the size, the shape, that sort of thing. All the rest of the 99% is something completely different that, you know, if you were to even change that even slightly, you wouldn't even be a human anymore. Damn. So, like, what's the odds? You know, like, has Jesus come back? And was he, like, just a super poor person and then died because nobody take care of him and then we're already all lost? Because it kind of feels like the world is a bit lost, maybe, right? Doesn't it feel like the world's a little lost? I feel like I'll look at the news sometimes and I'm just like, World War III, trans, you know, like, women, women, feminism. It just seems like a completely different place. Like, I just want to go back to 1990 and start, or whatever. When did the Game Boy come out? I don't even know. Whenever the Game Boy came out, I just want to go back to when the Game Boy came out, and then I want to fucking play Tetris on that Game Boy and then enjoy myself, because you know what? Life was a lot fucking simpler back in the day when all I had to worry about was lining up those 4 blocks. You know what I'm saying? As long as I could line up the blocks and shit, I could be entertained for hours. And it was that easy. Like, if I could have get paid for arranging blocks in that fashion, I would have been a happy camper. I just watched the Tetris movie, by the way. Excellent fucking movie, by the way. Excellent movie. Wow. You know, just wow. I just thought about that right now. Like, it just makes me think, like, holy shit, man. I remember I was like a little fucking kid, and then my dad came in my house dressed up as Santa Claus, and he gave me and my brother a Game Boy for Christmas, and it was the coolest fucking day ever, dude. And then I was like, oh my god, Tetris, because I had already been like hearing about this Tetris game, and I wanted to play it, and then I finally had it, and then I, like, many years later watched the movie on Tetris, and I was like, holy fucking shit, man. Yeah. Holy shit. I think that, you know, I don't want to give anything away to anyone about it, but I don't usually recommend you guys go out and watch movies. And if I do, the only reason that I am is because I watched the movie myself and I thought the movie was excellent. And that's all I can really say. I mean, everybody knows the story of Tetris and how it was a game born in Russia and then it, like, appeared everywhere and ended up in the Game Boy, but nobody really understands how crazy the story is. Like, Robert Maxwell is a part of the story, the same Robert Maxwell that's associated to Ghislaine Maxwell that now is in prison or whatever, I believe, over the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. Just watch it. You'll be like, what the fuck? This guy just wanted to get a video game. They just wanted to give everybody to play Tetris, and then all this other shit happens. And then you try to you're thinking to yourself, this can't be fucking real. And the whole thing is it is real. This is really what fucking happened, and it's mind-blowing. So you should go watch that shit. Please go watch Tetris, and then after you watch Tetris, do what I did and spend like 4 hours playing Tetris. And remember that consumerism isn't dead. Consumerism is literally one of the things that killed the Soviet Union, right? Because the Soviets got greedy, and then Tetris got outside of the Soviet Union, became a world popular game, and then that's when literally right around that time is when everything fell apart. And then you got to look at where we're at today, dog. You know, we're a different place ever since that game went worldwide. People are different, and yet people have forgotten that we're now starting to curve ourselves right back into that situation where we're going to be in a Cold War with Russia, and everybody's starting to clam up, and it just doesn't seem right, man. Doesn't seem right, dude. They were breaking down that we're supposed to be breaking down walls and being like multicultural and shit. And it's not happening anymore. It's not happening anymore. So, like, who really knows what the hell's happening anymore? I don't know. I'm supposed to do shout outs or whatever, so let's start shouting people out in the chat. What up? How's it going there to Bowley MPix Hero. What's up to Scroats McGoat? Happy Easter to you too. How is it going to the Joker? What's up, Baby Ball? Hello to Christina. Greetings to Emmett W. Salutations. Wait, I already clicked your name. Salutations to Miguel H. Hello. Life once lived. Happy Egg Day to you too. Aphorism. Como estas, mi amigo? Hola, señorita CV. Como estas? Hello to Guten Tag to Mr. Magic Poop. That's all the German that I got for you besides but that I don't know why I know that. I think the only reason I know that is Wolfenstein 3D. Anyways, what is up, Billy T of WV? Nice to see you out there in the chats, my friend. Hello. Cool cat. You're a cool cat. Meow. That's all I got for you. What's up to Sav Adam 73? You're kicking it over on Kick, dude. Yeah. We got to get more people on that Kick channel. We do have a Kick channel. It's just kick.com/Defango. You can go check it out. We're trying to build it up or whatever because it's the new big streaming platform or whatever. And the thing is allegedly they give creators 95% of the revenue. So like, it behooves me to actually tell you that you should go over to kick.com, sign up for the damn website, and go over there if you're planning on sending me money, because apparently when you send me money over there, I get most of it, which is way different than how it works on like Twitch and YouTube. We're not supposed to get into the nitty-gritty details or whatever, but it's substantially supposed to be better. Although, we got to get like 50 followers over there before, like we can actually do that. So check it out if you want to. I know I'm supposed to be a grifter or whatever, but honestly, I ain't much of a grifter anymore. I feel like, we had a grifter anymore. I feel like we had this big moment. We had this big motion where everything was going good, but does it really work is the question. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. That's all we could really say is that it simply is just a lot of work. Yes. And of course, we're also live on good old Rumble, which has been another fantastic live streaming platform for us. Although we have to pay $10 to utilize it, and not very many people chat or whatever, but it is a real place. There are apparently real views there, and we are obviously happy with the amount of growth that's been coming from those channels too. And obviously you should go follow us on Rumble if you haven't already, because if you haven't, you should, because you just never know when YouTube's gonna give you a strike or 3 or 7 or 1 million, remove your channel, end up like Brittany Venti, have to beg people, sort of, I don't know, man. Not everybody's gonna be lucky as Venti because they ain't got, the 100K above treatment or whatever, but you guys got to at least be aware that shit could go at any time. So you should definitely go follow on all of the different places, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to hook up your friends on the internets or whatever. And I mean, who cares if you have to make 37 different accounts and you don't remember the passwords and shit for everything or whatever. I mean, it's part of the fun, bitches. It's a part of the fun. It's all part of the fun. Tons of fun. Is it tons of fun? Should I call you tons of fun? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we should go back to shoutouts into the chat. See if there's anybody else out there. Oh, like Liza Jean Williams. Viagra causes resurrections. No, Viagra causes erections. But it's Easter, so you might be drunk. I'm not going to hold it against you or whatever. What is up, Eureka Arika? Nice of you to check in with us, my friend. Welcome. Oh, is there anybody else that I see that here that's new? Oh, that's me. I'm Defango or whatever. So that's good. Okay. Cool. Oh, and wait, Virginia Olsen right up in here. How's it going, Virginia Olsen? Nice to see you out there. Hopefully you're doing well. That's right. Jesus Christ died for your sins and shit. So, be grateful. Be grateful, guys. That's what it's supposed to be. I mean, I feel like I should just give a sermon at this day, because this day and age, there isn't enough people following the creed, right? Like, not enough people following the way anymore, the way of Christ. And it's because all of these priests and shit be fucking all this shit up and stuff. And then, sure, you could start your own convent and shit, and you could do all this other stuff, but is that really going to change anything? Are we in even the space anymore? I mean, the second that America really stopped being a Christian nation is really when stuff started going by the wayside, right? Is it ball worship? Is the devil coming back? Am I going to have to whoop his ass again? I don't know, but I really hope so, because that'd be actually, you know, like an interesting time. What's he going to do? Try to beat my ass again? Was he going to get me trapped somewhere and shit like that? Dude, I got something for every little thing that you do, you little devil bitch. You better watch the fuck out. I will fuck you up, devil. And I ain't even playing, dog. That's why you don't even come around half the time. You try to pull shit, I'll see you. Anyways. So, yeah, you always just want to talk shit directly to the devil like that. Let him know. You may not be like me, though. You may not be like me. You gotta have that protection. But the only way to get it is to, you know, pray for it, read all the different books and stuff. And then, you know, usually magic from other different religions and stuff can usually fuck those kinds of entities up anyway, because they're little bitches. Anyways, it's supposed to be a celebration of the resurrection from the dead, the end of a holy week of Lent, the last day of the Easter Thridum, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Sunday. And Easter is the season of the liturgical year. As we know from the Gospels, Jesus Christ rose from the dead on the third day following his crucifixion, and that would be a Sunday. And his resurrection marks the triumph of good over evil, sin and death. It is a singular event which proves that those who trust in God and accept Christ will be raised from the dead. Wow. That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? I'm actually reading this from Catholic.org, Easter.php or whatever, if you want to check it out or whatever. And it makes you, like, really got to put this stuff into perspective, man. That's what it was supposed to be, and that's what it is, the triumph over good and evil. You know, like, evil killed the Son of God, but he rose again and ascended into heaven. And all ye were forgiven for your sins, and now you live in a death of sin. Sorry. I mean, if everybody was supposed to be forgiven, what's supposed to come next? And then, you know, if you accept God and you trust in him, that says that you might actually go to death. Holy shit, Magic Poop and Miguel H. Thanks for the follows, dudes. Welcome. You can see we finally got pop-ups working for the Kick shit as well. We got Miguel H. kicking it over at Kick. Magic Poop kicking it over at Kick. That's what we like. It's a growing platform. It's going to be bigger. It's going to get bigger. You never know. Since Easter represents the fulfillment of God's promises to mankind, is an important holiday on the Christian calendar. In Gospels, the precise details of the Easter narrative slightly vary, but none of these variants are critical to the main story. In fact, it is argued that the variants are simply matters of style and not substance. Despite the variances, the key aspects of the Easter story all match. All above, they agree that the tomb of Christ was indeed empty, which is the most essential fact. Yep. And then, wow, look at this. Hi, readers. It seems you use Catholic Line a lot. That's great. A little awkward to ask, but we need your help. If you've already donated, be sincerely thankful. We're not salespeople, but we depend on donations, averaging $14.76, and fewer than 1% of readers give. If you donate just $5, the price of your copy, Catholic Online can keep thriving. Thank you. Please help. Please help the Catholic Church now. That's pretty insane, though. Those numbers suck. But, you know, that's the reality of the numbers. Oh, wow, there's somebody over there chatting on frickin' Rumble. What's up to there, Bianca Zombie? Hola, Dudette. Hola. Yeah, it's different than Kick. Oh. My co-host here. Oh, where have you been, my whole life, my love? Were you still mad at Daddy because he's not giving you any good food? Lunchy, you're gonna eat that food in that bowl. Nah, Daddy, I'm not eating that garbage, Daddy. It's the same stuff you eat over at Sherry's house. Why do we have this argument every single time you come on the show? Because you're always hungry, that's why. Lunchy, are you starving? Little superhero. But yeah, that's my little puppy Lunchy. I put her on the thumbnail because I finally got a good shot of her. So with their ears out. Like this. Like I like. What's up, Lunchy? How are you doing, good girl? What you looking for now? You looking for more food? What do you want this time? Chicken or something? What do you want this time? Some chicken? Aww. Yeah, makes me think maybe we should like make a Catholic Church AI. You know what I'm saying? An AI, like start out with like a Chat GPT personality that's like a Catholic priest, and then expand it so that it basically runs an entire mass, right? And it goes through scriptures and stuff, and it preaches the word of God, but even then, that still seems to be super blasphemy in a lot of ways, because one of the things in the Bible that I do believe that it says is that you will not make a machine that thinks in the same way as God, or a human, actually. I mean, some people differ in their understanding of the reading of that particular passage, but it always rang true to me as something that I should wholly and fully believe in, because, artificial intelligence is dangerous. And where we're at right now is just the precipice of what the future can come. Right now, you have basically access to a glorified chatbot that can explain things to you and lie to you, which is very telling, because that's almost exactly the same thing that the Bible was talking about when it was discussing any type of, artificial intelligence. Like, where we're at right now is pretty much as far as we're supposed to be able to go without incurring the wrath of something greater. And, I don't know, bringing us into some type of apocalypse. Don't worry, Lunchy. If the apocalypse comes, you'll probably get the aliens are just going to zoom you up with the blue light. And they're going to take you to the new place or whatever. They're going to squeeze you and make you into juice. I don't know, Lunchy. I'm not a rocket scientist, and I don't know the future. But yeah, think about that. If it's not an alien invasion and maybe people are just taking into another realm, what realm is it going to be? I don't know. What I do know is that it might be a little blasphemous, but at the same time, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know anything anymore, man. I feel like sometimes you get to a certain place where you try to do good in the world to get great things done. And you know what? People just aren't even willing to give you a freaking chance, man. And that's sad, but that's what happens with everyone else. And I feel like nobody's giving anything a chance anymore. We're all pretty much set in our ways because everybody knows that we're all rolling towards an unknowable future, but it feels like more and more of the consciousness of it all speaks to there being a dark future, maybe even something of a grim dark future. I don't know. It depends on where we go. Warfare. You ever played Warhammer? I feel like we're at the beginning of we're at the very beginning of the dark age of technology. Yeah, that's right. Lunchy's like, that's right, Daddy. You don't fucking build robots, Daddy. We can't kill robots. They're made out of metal. My teeth will break if I bite them. I know. That's why we gotta watch it. That's why we gotta watch the fuck out. I don't know. I'm still kind of hoping for an alien invasion, though, but the dead space theory seems to be taking a lot of weight or whatever. I mean, even the Mass Effect theory, right? Like, either one. people start traveling around the stars, zooming around and shit, and then all the fucking ancient robots come out and eat us all and wipe the universe clean of life for it to begin anew. Because they only like the order of things, and the chaos that the humanity brings is too much. Or what if there's like bugs? I don't know, man. I would rather there would just be like some angels and shit. That seems like much easier to deal with or whatever than like bugs, like super bugs, like big ass bugs. What about robots? Like robots are fucking scary too, but equally scary, giant bugs? Fucking terrifying. And what if the Galactic Federation is run by bugs? Because there's bugs on every fucking planet, motherfuckers. Probably. There's bugs everywhere. The bugs run the world, bitches. Maybe they run the universe. I don't know. Oh, you don't know what the Dead Space theory is? Yeah. Do you prefer a Pope or a Tron Master Controller? I'm still with the Pope. I have to say I'm the Pope. I mean, I'm Catholic for life or whatever, but, you know, like, if I could be anybody in the Catholic church community that would be awesome or whatever, I would be like one of those, like, super dark priests, like Constantine, who's like a bad boy, or like that one dude from Helsing that hunts the vampires or whatever, you know, with the fucking lances and shit. Although I probably wouldn't use the hell in his nail and turn into a monster. That's a... Not my shit. That ain't my shit! Dude, Magic Poop got himself out of the dark age of technology at Barta 3060. Nice, nice, nice. So now you can play Star Citizen. I expect you to use my star code listed on my Twitter account. Get yourself a thing in, and then I expect you to be in Star Citizen making content with me there with your 3060, because that's even better than what I got. All I got's a 2070. I want to get me at least a better video card or whatever. So, you know, if anybody wants to send in a donation or some money for that shit, you know what? I'll love you forever. But we ain't even gonna beg. Them shits are expensive, dog. You know, I actually did have some news stories to talk about today, but I don't know. The Savior. Today, people are lost. We need a new story, or, you know. There really needs to be some kind of like awakening. A greater awakening, in fact. Like, there's a bunch of people that are awake to things that aren't right, but nobody's like doing anything about it. I feel like that's a bigger problem than anything. Isn't that a big problem, Lynchy? Lynchy, you got eye boogies on your eyeball again. I can see it. Looks weird. It's like demons. It's like demons. Demons. Dreaming. I feel like they do exist. And there's just so much weirdness happening with all of us. We need some positivity. Yeah. We need some positivity is what we need. Some positivity. This is probably positively the most legit thing.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Is that motherfucking Donald Trump? Hello, Donald Trump. Yeah, everybody was flipping their shit because Donald Trump showed up to, I guess this is UFC, a big ass UFC fight. Jay Dillon was sitting up in the front row with all the rest of them, and they caught his ass in there. Damn, boy. Holy shit, we just got ourselves a donation from Plunderbus. Damn, Plunderbus, thanks for plundering our bus. We appreciate that shit. Holy crap, a $300 donation from Plunderbus. DeFago getting into the info to flow. More parts Happy Easter. Damn, man. Thanks for that generous Easter donation of $300. Holy shit, yo. Holy shit, yo. Damn. Damn. Look, Lunchy, you're going to get some more of that good food now. Now you're going to do that dance that I taught you. You don't like doing the dance. Okay, that's fine. You lay back down. You lay back down. Aw, but we appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot to the Plunderbus. We need to start grifting, too. You do need to start grifting, Christina. Although it's insanely much easier for a girl to do the grift because, I mean, all you really need is some half-decent chi-chis and some not, and, you know, some booty. You know, you can get out there, dog. It's all about marketing. You just got to market the chi-chis, right? Like somebody sent me some shit on the Twitter that I did not want to see. I don't know why he sent me this shit. I didn't even want to click on it. But, you know, I was like, he was like, dude, this is a guy's account, but you got to watch out, bro. It's kind of fucking disgusting. And I'm like, huh? But why would you send this to me? I don't want to look at this. No. I don't want to look at a bunch of fat dudes spreading their butt cheeks, bro. I don't want to see that. You know? But everybody loves looking at girls spreading their butt cheeks or whatever. I don't know what the difference is. But yeah, you can make money, you know. OnlyFans is a thing. You don't want to hate on an OnlyFans girl, but you will make fun of them if they try to hide it and then act like, oh, you guys are making fun of me because I'm doing this in private. Bitch, if you had OnlyFans, your shit is anything but private. But private. You see what I did there? But private? Never mind. I tried. I'm not that great. I'm not that good at this. I do my best, though, but I do appreciate it. And thanks again to MVP Plunderbus, making the whole thing worth it for, like, the last 20 days. Just cover it all, y'all. Appreciate that shit. Appreciate that shit. Goddamn. Now Lunchy's like, good. Now go get me steak. What are you... Seriously, Lunchy? Seriously? Lunchy? How did you sit on the keyboard? Is that what's happening here? Here's another one, dude. Here's Donald Trump again at that same UFC event. Although, I think he looks like he's sitting next to Dana White. If I could guess, that's Dana White. Is that Dana White? Yeah, I think they like him. I think they like him. You know, for a guy that just got indicted for some fucking crimes and shit, people are not hating on this guy like I thought they would. I mean, I really thought it was all over for Mr. Trump. I really did. I was like, damn, Trump, it's all over for Trump. He's never going to go. The Democrats got him. I was a bitch. I'm wrong. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit, dude. I don't want to play the music. But yeah, there's Mike Tyson. Fucking, he's shaking hands with Mike Tyson. He's got his son there and shit. It was like insane, dude. There's Kid Rock was up in there too. I think that's why they were playing that shit, because Trump entered the arena with Kid Rock and Mike Tyson. And I mean, think about it. Kid Rock for vice president, bro? Would you guys have Kid Rock at Spice, or would you have him ball with the ball, the bang, the dang, diggy, 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 shake the booties and upchuck the boogie? What? Would you? Would you, Lunchy? Are you a cowboy? Well, I'm packing up my game and I'ma head out west with real women come equipped with scripts and fake breasts. But yeah, I know the songs or whatever. I love Kid Rock when he first came out. I had all the CDs and shit. Get the fuck out of here or whatever. I was an American badass back in the day. People used to make fun of me and I'd be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck, man. Kid Rock's the shit. Like, why did he even choose to go to UFC in the first place is the real question. And I don't know. I wish I did know. I think this is probably the funniest thing. Jay Dion met Donald Trump and he fucking asked him for $1 million loan.
How you doing? It's an honor.
Thank you. It's an honor.
You think I got a small loan of $1 million?
He fucking asked him for a fucking loan, dude.
You think I got a small loan of $1 million? By chance, you think I got a small loan of $1 million?
Shit, dog. Bro, you think I could get $1 million, man? Just a small loan? I can get it back to you, I promise. I'm like a big streamer or whatever.
I'm a huge fan, and I've appreciated everything.
Damn, is that Joe Rogan? I didn't recognize him for a second. He looks as yoked as ever. What the fuck? Look at his fucking arms. Oh my God. Letchi, gotta need you to move your head real quick. Look at his fucking arm. His arm is almost as big as... Don't fuck with Joe Rogan, bro. He will... I mean... Joe Rogan looks like an animal. Like, if he were to get into the ring with this guy right here, Joe Rogan probably would do all right. And if you didn't know, this guy trades a lot or whatever. He's yoked as fuck, but I mean, he looks... Damn. He said he was the best president that ever was. That's what he said. I mean, do you disagree with him? I don't know. I don't disagree with him. I mean, I hate to say it. I lost a lot of friends or whatever over the years for my love of Donald Trump. But then again, maybe they weren't friends anyway. Maybe they were just shitty people. I don't know. At the end of the day, at least I know a shitload of people still agree with me on that particular persuasion. Right? Lynchy, do you agree too? Are you a girl? Yes, you are a girl. Are you a good girl? Mm-hmm. You're a good girl. Who's got some beautiful big ears. Aww. What though? You still want some more chicken or something? What about spaghetti? You want some spaghetti? With some bow ties? Bow tie pasta? Or do you just want some chicken? Chicken? Yeah. Let's go, Brandon. So who really knows how people are going to get into this day, week, month, year? I don't know. But I'm looking at the support, dude. It's good to see that the craziest shit ever is still happening. People are just kind of getting on with their lives. Because, I mean, even if President Trump doesn't get in, we're all just going to be sitting here saying the same thing for the next couple of years and just be like, yo, dog, this fucking fucking Joe Biden guy really fucked this shit up, man. He really fucked the shit up. He hasn't even announced if he's going to be running again. I mean, to be honest, things seem to be in shambles. Some of the biggest companies in the world are in shambles. And I mean, what are we even supposed to be doing at this time? Other than just saying, Jesus, criminy. Oh my God. Like, somebody sent this over to me. Bud Light VP Alyssa Hernshin says, in order to save the declining brand, they need to attract more young troopers with an inclusive campaign that attracts both men and women. Not very inclusive of her.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And
she took over Bud Light. This
brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time. And
what
if
the
we
fuck
do
is
not
going on with her
attract
mouth?
young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different and appeals to women and to men. Mm-hmm. And representation is sort of the heart of evolution.
Sabotaged my own future to avoid college.
You in the work. And we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor. And it was really important that we had another approach.
Oh, really? So, would you guys say that this girl did a great job at her job, or did she do a fantastic job at her job? Second question, what was her job? Was her job making the brand better or destroying the company? Because I feel like her job was to destroy the company, not make the brand better, because she did an excellent job.
Well, I'm a businesswoman.
Lunchy. Stay off the keyboard. The keyboard. It's not a seat. It's buttons. You like pushing the buttons with your butt, but I need you to push the buttons with your paws like this. That's how you push the buttons. We're going to get this one figured out. You're going to figure it out one day, Lunchers. I can feel it. I can feel it, Lunchy. I can feel it. That's all right, dude. You know? Destroy your business or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Although, I heard that I watched the Super Mario movie. And honestly, yeah, I know it's made for kids or whatever. But I got so many bad things to say about that shit. I mean, but I have to watch it again. I gotta watch it again. So, we'll save it. But I will show you this super awesome deleted scene. I think you're gonna like it.
Who is this?
This is Flaming Dragon.
Oh, okay. Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Now, I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up! Who is this?
All right. All right. That was dope. That was chill. But that was really just a palate cleanser, because the next one's probably going to send you off into a crazy, crazy shitstorm. Somebody noticed something online, and it has to do with those human hormones that I guess they give to children in order to transition. And there's websites online where you can apparently allegedly purchase this stuff. And, well, I'll just show you the video.
So many people in my comment section love to tell me that hormones are not being pushed on children. And if they are, it's done through a psychiatrist, doctor, and parent. Take a look at this, though. So this is something you can get online. Let's look at the side of the box. Some directions. Keep away from direct sunlight and keep out of reach of parents. I had to censor it because there was an inappropriate word on it, but I'm sure you can guess what it was. And this is a product that's being recommended to children to hide from your parents so you can go on hormones. Not to mention, the box design just looks fairly suggestive. And I'm like, why? I'm tired of feeling silenced. I'm tired of people making me feel like I'm crazy for bringing awareness to these things. It is not that hard for people to get access to HRT, especially children who can go online and just order this stuff without their parents knowing. So many people.
Yep. Who's letting these people do this? Who's setting up these websites? Why isn't the government doing anything about it? All questions that I would love to be answered, but are probably never going to get answered. But damn, man. Damn. It only gets weirder, though. Like, think about this. YouTuber Chris Tyson, pictured with his wife and baby below, has come out as transgender after undergoing hormone replacement therapy to become a trans woman. A popular YouTuber known for being a sidekick of Mr. Beast has been on hormones for the last 2 months and it does the use of gender-affirming care to treat gender dysphoria. The hurdles GNC people will have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare is wild to me. Whoa. Wow. I didn't know that. But if this, is he still gonna, she's still gonna be is it he, she, we'll just say she, is she still gonna be in the Mr. Beast videos? And then is Mr. Beast going to be, I don't know, distributing and broadcasting this stuff onto his channel, and then all of a sudden there's going to be a Mr. Beast brand of HRT hormones made in a bathtub? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like if there's a child in the mix, this is child abuse. But what do I know? I'm just, according to everyone, a cis white male, and I'm not undeserving of any support for being a Mexican American. Whatever. That's fine. Things happen. Sacrificing everything for nothing. It's okay. But that's all right. No big deal or whatever, but Taiwan is, I guess, apparently being surrounded once again by China is what people are saying. Although this particular image is from 2022, the last time that China surrounded Taiwan in a military exercise for, you know, just doing stuff and stuff. But yeah, Taiwan, you know, China, they're having some trouble, so, you know, things are getting pretty heated. That's probably why World War II is trending on Twitter or whatever. No big deal, but, you know, 9 Chinese destroyers, an aircraft carrier, 71 jets and missile launchers surrounding an island doesn't really seem to be crazy, but they're just saying that they're just having drills. Yo, we're not invading yet. We're still just practicing the fucking drills. That's right, Lunchy. They're practicing the drills. When you got your ears down, I like it when your ears are up. What's wrong with you? You want to get down? Come on. No. I caught you. I caught you. Yeah. Kind of seems pretty acceptable. Not very acceptable, but whatever, dudes. I'm sure Joe Biden's going to handle this shit totally fine. We're going to be just fine. We'll be fine, guys. Everything's going to be great. I mean, literally.
That our experiences in Afghanistan informed our decision to set up a small group of experts for worst-case scenario planning on Ukraine. That our experiences in Afghanistan informed our decision to set up a small group of experts for worst-case scenario planning on Ukraine.
Sweet, dude. We got a new set of experts for some planning on Ukraine and how they were going to withdraw if there's a worst case scenario. Fucking fantastic. Wait, so I guess it's safe to say that Ukraine has been losing the war. Yeah, that seems to be pretty clear, I guess. But you know what? Let's send Zelensky another $200 billion or whatever so he can go missing and shit. Sounds great to me, bitches. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound great to me, but you know what? That's fine. Biden harms nation by draining the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. What? That's right. We had a bunch of oil reserves. We did. And then we started selling them. Yeah? Mm-hmm. The U.S. crude oil reserves increased by 6.2 billion barrels to 44.4 billion over 2021 over 2020. The U.S. holds the world's largest recoverable oil reserve base, far more than Saudi Arabia or Russia. The U.S. has 264 billion barrels of recoverable oil reserves. It's all a matter of price. With the appropriate hydrocarbon policies, the U.S. would be impervious to price-fixing policies of Saudi Arabia, the other OPEC and non-OPEC countries, but the Biden administration, through its misguided hydrocarbon policies, chose to make the country dependent on the whim of other leaders who don't have America's best interests at heart. Biden's energy policies make the U.S. vulnerable in the event of a conflict with China, as in times of war, the U.S. military burns fuel. Oh, yeah, that's right. Biden pandered to the populace to compound his dereliction of duty. Biden says he would begin to replenish the depleted oil reserves of the SPR when oil prices range between $67 and $72 a barrel. Well, prices did fall below $70 a barrel in the first quarter of this year, and the administration tendered bids to replenish the SPR, and the U.S. producers responded, but the administration rejected their bids. The administration has yet to begin to replenish the SPR and is becoming a speculator in global oil markets. Last week, oil prices surged after Saudi Arabia and other OPEC and non-OPEC producers announced oil production cuts over 1 million barrels a day. Prior to the price surge caused by the announcement, West Texas Intermediate, the U.S. oil benchmark, had been trading between $68 to $75 a barrel. With the production cut announcement, oil popped to over $80 a barrel, and gasoline prices will follow oil higher. Oh, great. So we still haven't replenished the strategic oil reserves. No big deal. We're not like going into war with China or Russia or anything like that. That's not going to be happening. We ain't got to worry about it. Prices are just getting a little bit more expensive because Saudi Arabia and all those other bitches are slowing down production, and we ain't trying to buy that American oil because fuck the American economy. How are we supposed to make any money off of that shit, bitch? But yep, we're still having a large prices and a large problem, and it sounds like there's going to be another increase in prices because you got to remember that usually the prices go down around Christmas, and then right here coming into the summer, it seems like things are going to start to ramp up quite a bit. So just please be ready. Be aware. The prices are going to be going up, and we still haven't refilled what we've already used. How fucking amazing was that? Oh, Bully Impics here says $10 with Trump was a full tank. JB, that gives me half a tank is best. Yeah, it cost me $35 to fill my tank. Under Trump, I don't know what it would cost, but it would probably be $10. Maybe $20, $15. Wouldn't be that much. Wouldn't be that much. So, here we go. Now, it's being announced that Joe Biden's digital strategy is going to now include an army of social media influencers, something that we've already seen them do to at least some degree. But Biden has not officially announced for his bid for re-election, but is going to lean on hundreds of social media influencers who will tout Biden's records and soon might have their own briefing room in the White House. Axios has learned. What the fuck? The move aims to boost Biden's standing among young voters who are crucial to the Democrats' success at elections and to potentially counter former President Trump's massive social media following if he's the nominee in 2024. Biden's digital strategy team will connect with influencers across the nation to target those who may not follow the White House or the Democratic Party on social media, or who have tuned out mainstream media altogether. 4 Biden digital staffers are focused on influencers and the independent content creators. The staffers officially work for the White House, not the Biden campaign, but reaching young and suburban voters is clearly the priority. Young voters ranging from 18 to 29 preferred Biden over Trump by a 26-point margin in 2020, and Democrats over Republicans by 28 points in 2022 midterms. The measure of importance team Biden is placing on his digital strategy, Ron Flaherty, who leads the effort, has been named assistant to the president, the same rank as the White House communication director and the press secretary. Wow. So that means that we're going to have a completely different Christine Jean-Pierre? Is that what's really going to be happening here? Is that what's going to be happening here? Coming this summer, $10 a gallon or maybe more. Grocery prices go even higher. The economy's in shambles. Why is the economy in shambles? Oh, right. It's because Joe Biden fucking hates us and they're completely fucking stupid. And oh yeah, they just literally assigned a new communications director to be in charge of a bunch of young people that are supposed to be promoting the Biden White House, but are basically his re-election committee. And they're utilizing government funds and operations to do it. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Shouldn't that be illegal of some kind? But you know what? It's not like they're gonna really. They already investigated themselves and they said fuck you. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's right. Working with the Biden White House, they include Harry Sisson, 20-year-old NYU student who breaks down the day's news on TikToks, Boston College professor Heather Cox Richardson, who has a widely read Substack and a huge Twitter following, and Vivian Tu, a former trader who discussed financial topics in short clips on TikTok and Instagram. Oh, wow. So they're building their whole user base, so they're going to have the White House and everybody working together? Dude, this is exactly like 2008, or this is exactly like 2012 all over again, I should say. Because that's like what Biden was, this is exactly what Obama was doing during his re-election campaign. Only it's going to be even bigger because they're going to have even more influencers and they're going to be spending even more money to basically manipulate people. And it's kind of insane thinking about all of this because they know that they can't beat Trump on social media. But the question would be, why would they even try to be beating him on social media? I mean, didn't Joe Biden beat Trump? So, like, sure, social media. Holy shit, what the hell is that? Oh, thanks you for subscribing, Dwight Zombie. Welcome to the channel, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Hey, it says unable to connect for one of my things over there. Wow, dude, thanks for that. Somebody just subscribed or whatever. Must have subscribed on Twitch, I guess. I don't know. Wow, that was loud. That was loud right there. Wait, is that on Kick or on Twitch? Gotta check that, actually. Oh, that actually, I think is on Twitch. I think that's on the Twitch or whatever. Yeah, I had to set up the alerts a little bit different for the new site, so I'm still kind of trying. I'm trying to figure that shit out. Sorry, I'm gonna go to that damn Twitch thing. Oh yeah, that was Dwight Zombie over on Twitch. Thanks for that fucking subscription, bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And I don't know why Hunter is in jail. I don't know. You get it though? You see where this is going? They're using everybody and everything to do all the same thing. Oh, dude, thanks for the follow. Who the heck was that? Now what was that? I don't even know what that was now. There was another little ding. Bowley MPix here. Oh, they're following us over on Twitch too. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. What? And then we got something else. Another follower right there. Those are the follower things. Just go to there. That's Miguel H. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that stuff, dude. Keep going up through there. We got all these new ones. That was at Twitch too. That was at Twitch. The kick alerts are different. Yeah, the kick alerts are different. So how are you going to do this, dude? I don't know. Biden's following on social media don't compare with Trump's, especially on YouTube and Facebook. Biden's strategy is aimed more at platforms favored by young voters such as Instagram and TikTok. Well, you know, Bully MPix Hero, you don't get ads on Twitch if you pay for a subscription to the person that you're watching on Twitch. That's one thing to remember, but then if you're on Kick, everything that you give to a streamer is paid out 95%, which is better than everything. And then you got Rumble, who's also pretty good, except for they keep some, and then it takes a really long time to get paid by them, which is, I would have to say, the only real problem that I have with them. It's like, but then there's really no, like, direct arbitration, and then YouTube's, like, 45 days net or something like that. Now, it used to be, like, on the 21st, you would get paid out whatever was in the account. Now they're, like, making it go out farther for some reason, which I don't really understand, but I can't really, I guess, question it in any way. But yeah, I pay for YouTube. So if I already pay for YouTube, it's all what you're going to do. It's all what you're going to do. On YouTube, if you pay for YouTube and then get a subscription or membership to the channel, then yeah, you won't ever see any damn ads, probably. Yep. What's this? Nonprofit financed by billionaire George Soros quietly donated $140 million to political causes in 2021. Ooh, the George Soros. Oh, the devil himself, George Soros, donating $140 million. That's like nothing to him. He wipes his ass with that. He's like, that's right. I'm a U.S. investor, philanthropist. I'm donating $140 million to fight or to advocacy organizations and ballot initiatives. Well, I funded it to this person, and this person went and paid all these other things, and it's got nothing to do with me with whatever they paid that money for. I just donated to them because I trusted them to do the right thing. So yeah, the actual boogeyman spent $140 million on political causes just in 2021 alone. I wonder how much money of that made it to Kim Gardner and Alvin Bragg. How much money made it to them on that one? Was it a lot? Was it a little bit? I don't know. Probably not a lot, but it was at least something. They got him something. That's right, though. Who knows how much more people are going to be able to find out and how much that number went up in the last year, 2 years, because that's for 2021. We're still looking at 2022 as well, where Soros donated $170 million during the 2022 elections, which is pretty freaking insane if you think about that, which means that there's probably going to be a substantial increase in 2023 because, we're running up onto an election year. And even in 2024, they're going to be spending lots of money because it never ends for these people. It's just a constant ebb and flow into everything. And you got to be at least a little bit aware of all of this stuff. But Boogie Oogie Oogie is definitely still in the mix. And let me know how you like the nickname Boogie Oogie Oogie for George Soros. It's not the greatest I've ever done, but it's fun. Speaking of George Soros, though, did you know that George Soros' son has visited the White House more than a dozen times since Joe Biden took office? Were you aware of this piece of interesting information? Yes, that is right. George Soros' son. That's right. Alexander is also a Democratic Party fundraiser at least a dozen meetings with the White House in 2022, according to updated White House visitor logs. Alexander Soros, a prolific Democratic fundraiser in his own right, who likes to boast about his relationships with world leaders on social media, has scored at least a dozen meetings with the White House officials in 2022, according to the recently updated White House visitor logs. Soros, 37, damn, same age as me, also participated in other confabs there in late 2021, records show. But don't worry, George Soros, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, all working together with President Obama and everybody else to completely butt-fuck the world? Nah, man, that shit ain't happening. Not happening at all. But yeah, Alexander Soros or whatever, God, this guy looks hella familiar. Do I fucking know this dude? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. He's a little boy butt toucher. That sucks. But yeah, we got Alexander Soros in the mix with all of this, working with the Biden administration. Damn, son. They're just literally trying to fucking destroy us from the inside. And honestly, they're doing a fucking great job at it. Great job at it. Soros-backed prosecutor mired in scandal facing new complaints of negligence and misconduct. Old Kimberly Gardner is already under fire over job performance. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Kimberly Gardner. Oh, my fucking ad blocker is not on. I need to turn on my Mac and figure out.
Andrew Bailey filing a lengthy amended petition in the legal battle to remove controversial prosecutor Kim Gardner. Gardner has dismissed almost 12,000 cases along with numerous other accusations.
What the fuck?
Gardner called the Attorney General's ongoing efforts to boot her from office a gross power grab in legal filings and has maintained her office despite political pushback to resign. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey
Missouri
is now. Mr. Attorney General, thank you very much for joining us. So first off, why have almost 12,000 cases been dismissed under
Holy
Gardner?
fuck, that's a lot of cases, bro.
Well, it's because the circuit attorney is unlawfully
That's
refusing
unreal.
to do her job. Instead of protecting victims, she's creating more victims. So this is about the rule of law for me, and it's about restoring justice for the victims of crime and the people of the city of St. Louis. And to that end, we filed an action to have her removed from office and hold her accountable for her unlawful refusal to do her job.
Okay, she's calling that a
12,000
power grab on your part. What's
cases.
your response?
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, this woman has created an 8-month backlog in review of warrant applications referred by the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. We know that she's consented to ridiculously low bonds that have put violent offenders back on the streets who are now hurting and maiming people. So she's unlawfully refusing to do her job. She's going to be held accountable. And it's
How
time
can
for
you
her
even
to go. And we're gonna
dismiss-
use every legal mechanism at our disposal to make that.
How could you possibly dismiss 12,000 cases? That's literally, like, is that every single case? Like, what did she prosecute? That's what I want to know. What did she actually prosecute? Like, what rose to the level of prosecution in this case is what I want to know. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. This seems fucking crazy, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? That just seems fake. It seems fake. Like, is that fake? Is that like a month? Like, how many people get arrested? Like, St. Louis facing an effort from the Missouri Attorney General to compel her to resign for allegedly neglecting her duties is being hit with new complaints of negligence and potential misconduct. Kimberly Gardner has a history riddled with allegations of misconduct and mishandled cases, and her current job facing admonishment for bungled prosecutions and what critics have deemed soft on crime policies. Such outcry continued last week with Gardner's office being hit with the wave of bad headlines and criticisms that won't help the embattled prosecutor who's already in a legal fight to hold on to her position. Earlier this week, St. Louis judge sanctions Gardner's office for withholding evidence in a double homicide case and allowing the suspect out on bond. What? You can go to St. Louis and do a double homicide and get out on bond? The fuck? And the goddamn DA is going to do what now? Just let you fucking go? Alex Helfand, age 23, had been held without bond in jail since January, initially charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and armed criminal action, according to a local NBC affiliate, K-Disc. However, those charges have been reduced to involuntary and voluntary manslaughter. Helfand was supposed to go on trial April 17th, but his trial now has been postponed until June 12th, with a pre-trial conference scheduled for May 17th. This week, Judge Teresa Couts-Perk ruled in favor of Helfand's attorney, who filed for a motion accusing one of Gardner's assistant circuit attorneys for violating discovery rules that required prosecutors to turn over evidence, including DNA reports and a recording of the 911 call. The court finds that there's been repeated delays by the state in obtaining discovery and providing it to the defense. There's been a lack of diligence on the part of the state in following up and providing discovery to the defendant in a timely fashion. As a result, the state actions and lack of diligence, the court grants the defendant's motion for sanctions. The fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? So wait a minute, the court got sanctions, or the state got sanctions by someone because they screwed this shit up that bad? You gotta be shitting me, dude. Like, how bad is this going to get? Oh, it's going to get worse. Let me just tell you that it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to be a lot worse. It's been a lot worse. There's not going to get any much better, dude. So, how much longer is it going to be until George Soros comes into your town with the new crazy DA that basically starts letting all of the criminals and prisoners out, basically creating a poison bomb inside of the city, to the point where property values start to crash, people start to move out into different places, and then they can obviously recreate the area to the paradise that they've always wanted. It's gentrification on a level that people have never seen in their lives because nobody's ever tried it on this level before. It's going to be crazy. But that's okay. Who cares? Now, let's talk about my favorite big booty Latina with the cha-cha-cha juicy booty. Sorry. She's also got some pretty juicy titties. Let's be real here. Anyways, FEC investigation found AOC campaign did not properly disclose expenses and gives her a pass. What? What? Are you kidding me? A 2-year federal probe found that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's campaign did not properly disclose some of its expenses. But the Federal Election Commission voted to give her a pass according to filings made public this week. The FEC found that 2 political action committees, Brand New Congress, and Justice Democrats did not properly disclose the purpose of the disbursements to similarly named shell companies set up by AOC's former chiefs of staff, Chikrat Chakraborty, during her first run for Congress in 2018. Brand New Congress, wasn't that the thing that she set up like with her fucking boyfriend at the time? And now the guy that I guess she's like almost married to or whatever, the redhead dude. And then was it Justice Democrats, the outfit that was set up by the Young Turks, right? The Young Turks were the ones that were all behind all that stuff. How interesting is that? Despite the findings, the FEC's 6-man panel voted to dismiss the government watchdog complaint against the Congresswoman campaign last month in the filings that they show. Last week, a National Legal and Policy Center, which sent its 36-page complaint to the FEC in March of 2019, filed the lawsuit against a federal agency in Washington, D.C. federal court, blasting the investigation panel, made up of 3 Democrats and 3 Republicans, for not providing a reason for dismissal of the complaint. 3 Democrats and 1 Republican voted to dismiss the complaint, the filings show. The FEC has gone after a whole new host of people whose violation are dwarfed by scale of this scheme. It appears to be not prosecutorial discretion, but prosecutorial favoritism. Oh, really? But yes, the alleged AOC campaign treasurer Frank Lewin and Chakraborty, among others, funneled more than $1 million in political donations into 2 companies controlled by Chakraborty. Those cash transfers from 2 political action committees to Brand New Congress and Justice Democrats may have violated the $5,000 contribution limit to federal candidates, the original complaint alleged. Interesting. So, I guess if you're a Democrat and you commit some campaign violations and literally funnel $1 million in contributions into some personal accounts, you're totally going to get away with it scot-free. Sounds amazing. I need to get myself involved with this. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You just know it's going to be great. Wow. Can you believe that shit? I don't even think that you could. Ex-ABC senior producer who Rolling Stone covered for indicted on a child porn charges. Uh-oh. James Gordon Meek, the former ABC senior producer, has been indicted on 3 counts of child pornography nearly 1 year after the FBI raided his Arlington home, and all of these people started crying foul because this guy got raided by the government and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he ends apparently, allegedly, No longer, he is definitely now a fucking chomo. But yes, if convicted, the Emmy-winning producer will face between 5 and 20 years in prison for transporting images of child pornography. That's right. Several of Meek's devices allegedly contain images depicting children engaged in sexually explicit content, and multiple chat conversations with users engaged in sexually explicit conversations where the participants expressed enthusiasm for the sexual abuse of children, according to the Department of Justice. 2 of those conversations, the username allegedly associated with Meek received and distributed this child abuse materials through the internet-based messaging platforms. Following the raid, the department obtained a search warrant for Meek's iCloud account. On November 14, they contained backups of his 2 devices and include a screenshot of one of the explicit discussions. They also uncovered an Apple laptop that contained approximately 90 images and videos of child exploitation material. That's right. Dude, wow, Sam Adams just leveled up to level 1, dude. That's good. And so did Miguel H. That's right, you guys get levels over on Kick. Don't ask me how that shit works. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out too. It's all new to me. As we noted last month, after the FBI conducted the raid, journalist April and Rolling Stone framed it as abuse of power, writing that it quite possibly the first carried out by the Biden administration on a former. In this case, the former ABC national security reporter James Gordon Meek, who previously an investigator for the House Homeland Security Committee. The truth is the editor-in-chief, Noma Schlatman, edited the article to remove the mention that the raid was part of a federal investigation into child porn. Yeah, they covered for him about a year ago because, he's one of their colleagues and he just needs a little bit of help or whatever. In a few years, everybody's going to be fine with child porn and stuff because, that's where we're going. Yeah, maybe not, actually. Nope, definitely not. You should be okay with that. Never be okay with that. But some people are. Some people try to be okay with that sort of shit, and I just don't recommend it for them in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just kind of glad that this guy finally got outed as being 100% a bad dude. And now all those sons of bitches that were acting like it was a lie, well, they can go suck a pee-pee. Yeah, and then the Rolling Stones journalists, y'all are some pieces of shit, man. Covering for this fucking guy. Can't believe it.
Gut?
Yep.
Also, wir
What's this?
da das Zeug weg von der Scheibe.
The fuck is this?
Das ist ein Haarstaub, gell?
Haarstaub, kid? So you're scraping off metal shavings from your car?
Da noch ein bisschen.
What the hell's going on here?
Messen mit dem Magnet.
He said magnet. Yes, get your magnet. And then show me how you move the metal dust around.
Supermagnet.
Super magnet. Super magnet. Wow. What is happening? Wow, check out all the iron magnetized filings moving with that. That's crazy.
Was für ein
Smart
Scheißdreck, dass sie uns angeben, dass das Sahara-Staub
Wow. What is this?
Stickstoffdioxid, Graphenoxid und Aluminium. Und
Graphenoxid, aluminium? What? What does this say? Sahara Smart Dust sprayed on us. Proof and video. Small, radioactive, magnetic sharp particles which cause micro cracks in the lungs, heart, veins, up to a stroke. What the fuck? Are you fucking serious, bro? Smart fucking dust! Smart dust. Fucking nanobots and shit? Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. Who the fuck sent me this? You and your goddamn conspiracy theories. What's this right here? Science.gov. A smart dust biosensor powered by Kinshin Motors from 2009. Biosensors can be miniaturized by injecting small volumes of nano or nanofluidic devices or immersing increasingly sophisticated particles known as smart dust into a channel. The smart dust, originally referred to a cubic meter millimeter wireless semiconducting sensor devices that could visibly monitor the environment in buildings and public spaces, but later also became to include functional micrometer size porous silicon particles used to monitor yet smaller environments. The principal challenge in designing smart dust biosensors is integrating transport functions with energy supply into the device. Here we report a hybrid micro device that's powered by ATP and relies on antibody functionalized microtubules and keen sine motors to transport the target analyte into the detection region. In transport step replaces the wash step in a traditional double antibody sandwich assays. Owing to their small size and autonomous function, we envision that target numbers of smart dust biosensors could be inserted into organisms or distributed into the environment for remote sensing. Okay. What's this one? Sahara smart dust being spread across Europe. What's this? It's David Wolf, huh? Smart Dust aims to monitor everything. May 3rd, 2010 by John D. Sutter. Huh. Okay. So, where's your proof that it's Smart Dust and not iron filings or whatever? Does anybody have any proof of that? You got any proof? You got any proof? You got any proof? Smart dust is coming. Are you ready? Wireless devices taking over your body and mind? Yeah. Don't worry, it's just the artificial intelligence creating little nanobots and shit so that it could take you over and, like control your brain and shit. It's fine. Relax. Relax, guys. It could be worse. All right, now, HHS Secretary says everything is on the table in response to medication abortion ruling. What? What do they mean everything's on the table?
Here with me now is the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Javier Becerra. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. So this Texas ruling banning mifepristone goes into effect on Friday, unless a stay is issued.
That's today.
The question that women across America have right now is, will they have access to abortion medication after this week?
Well, they certainly have access today, and we intend to do everything to make sure it's available to them, not just in a week, but moving forward, period, because mifepristone is one of the safest and most effective medicines that we've seen over the last 20 years to help women with their health care, especially abortion care. So it is incumbent upon us as a country to make sure women have safe and effective medication available to them.
How are you going to do that?
Well, we've already filed an appeal of this court's ruling.
Yeah, how are you going to do that?
In one court, in one state. Turned upside down the FDA's approval process for safe and effective medications. We have to go to court and seek an appeal.
They want to get them cream pies and not have to worry about that shit, motherfucker.
Will this drug disappear from
the market? She really worried about it.
So Dana, that's big speculation. First and foremost, when you turn upside down the entire FDA approval process, you're not talking about just mifepristone. You're talking about every kind of drug. You're talking about our vaccines. You're talking about insulin. You're talking about the new Alzheimer's drugs that may come on. If a judge decides to substitute his preference, his personal opinion, for that of scientists and medical professionals, what drug isn't subject to some kind of legal challenge? So,
should drugs be subject to legal challenges? Well, yeah, if the drug is killing people and people are getting harmed by it, then yes, it should be able to be challenged by those things. But oh no, not in this case, though. We've already been using it for 20 years. The data just doesn't back it up, even though the data is the same data that the people are using to sue them for it in the first place, saying that they have the data back it up. But yes, they're saying everything's on the table. People like AOC are basically saying ignore the decision and keep it going. Joe Biden, fuck the court system. We don't need them. Let's just take this extreme abuse of power and fix it with another even more extreme abuse of power. Yes, she did not back away from her call on Friday on CNN for the ruling to be ignored, saying that it was ultimately upheld by the court. It would essentially institute a national abortion ban. I do not believe the courts have authority over the FDA that they just asserted, and I do believe that it creates a crisis, an extreme abuse of power. I do think when it comes to gaming out what the very real possibilities are in the coming days, weeks, and months, it's not just about speculation, but about preparation, and the reality of the courts right now, it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. I can't take medical drugs to stop myself from getting pregnant, and it makes me mad. Yes. But maybe it isn't America anymore now that they're having you go through. Maybe the judge in Texas is taking it a little bit too far. There's never really been something like this that's happened before. So we're all kind of just living through it together, aren't we? So we should all just take a step back and try to take a deep breath and figure out if this is going to be okay. I hope so. I don't know. It's not like I'm out there fucking all the time, so I ain't got to worry about this shit. Usually I'm just like, the girl's like, you got a condom? A condom? Whatever. It's fine. Could things get any worse? No, they're only going to get better. Right? Did you guys even know that they leaked a bunch of Pentagon documents that lift the lid on the U.S. spying in Russia's war with Ukraine? Oh yeah, more than 50 leaked documents leaked online labeled top secret that basically proved that the United States was spying on Russia for Ukraine, which, I mean, we kind of already knew, but now we know. And I guess it was proven that those documents were real, right? But they said like crazy shit. They said like top secret and stuff on it. And I wasn't about to start throwing those on the internet.
National security stories developing here and overseas, including new details today on that mystery involving top secret military documents. And overseas, China is conducting new and menacing military drills around Taiwan. NBC's Courtney Hughes in Taipei, Taiwan. But we're going to begin with NBC's Ali Rafa at the White House. So Ali, any indication about who might be to blame for the leaked documents?
Yeah, Lindsay, well, right now the DOJ and Pentagon are digging for any evidence of a possible traitor within the Defense Department and U.S. intelligence agencies who may have leaked these documents.
Insurrectionist?
New concerns over how secure the country's defense secrets really are.
Obviously, leaks of, if that's what this is, or a hack that succeeds, is extremely dangerous.
After a suspected leak of classified U.S. documents about Ukraine's war effort and military strength were possibly leaked. Photos of the allegedly top-secret documents posted recently on social media. The leak, first reported by the New York Times, includes maps and equipment lists that lay out details about Ukraine's military strength, casualty counts, and Western weapons capabilities. The Times reporting that the documents also reveal U.S. national security secrets about the Middle East and China.
There are some indications that there are some aspects of the document that have some authenticity to them, but there are also indications that this may be a Russian disinformation campaign.
Oh, yeah. A Russian disinformation campaign. I'm sure that's what it is, guys. Yeah, that's going to work out. Fuck. Yeah, so the documents included repeated references of information based on signals intelligence, electronics eavesdropping, a crucial pillar in the United States intelligence gathering apparatus. And now they're saying that it might just be Russian disinformation, even though it definitely all looks legit. They were definitely there doing all that stuff, and they're just trying to like act like they didn't do anything like that, or it didn't happen or whatever, but it definitely did happen. And yeah, we might actually have some people that are not on our side, but on our side, fucking our side up. I think we should be a little bit worried about it. A lot bit worried about it, because if we're not able to keep our shit together and we're not even in the war, how bad is it going to be when we're finally in a war?
Which they're very good at.
While Russian state media largely avoids coverage of the documents, one Ukrainian official is calling it a bluff by Russia. Meanwhile, intelligence analysts say they're confident these documents were also doctored.
the determination has been tentatively that this is a Russian-led effort.
It's attempting to target strategic intelligence sharing between the United States and Ukraine.
And
try to create a bad faith
it's
relationship
the Russian
there.
bastards. They're
Both the
doing it
Justice
to us.
and Defense Departments now trying to get answers.
It puts ourselves at risk, it puts our allies at risk.
We're getting answers.
And Lindsay, the potential fallout from this is still unclear,
like
but
the
officials are
answers that we're
currently
getting?
trying to assess what may have
I
been
like 'em.
exposed in these documents. Former intelligence officials say that if certain U.S. intelligence on Russia was revealed, one possible implication would be Moscow potentially cutting off a key U.S. eavesdropping channel used for intelligence gathering, Lindsay.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that could be a problem for us, dudes. That could be a problem for us. So, yeah, it kind of basically shows that Ukraine is definitely losing the war, and they're just wasting our money, aren't they? Yep. Oh, well. But something everyone can enjoy, at least if you're in the United States of America, another total solar eclipse is coming 1 year from now. So rejoice, all ye faithful who would like to actually get some superpowers from the sun. Your chance is coming up. You're all gonna be heroes and shit. Hopefully you guys do good with all that shit. But yes, the next total solar eclipse of the United States will just occur about a year from now on April 8th of 2024. For just a few minutes, the moon will pass directly in front of the afternoon sun and cover it up, creating an unusual celestial phenomenon known as a total solar eclipse. But remember, the last time a total solar eclipse happened, your boy DeFango went to a music festival called the Oregon Eclipse Festival, and we saw that shit. Ah, yes, and I could definitely use that, because I remember seeing that thing and just being like, it was a great experience, man. Although, if I had to do it again, I'd definitely do some things different. Do a few things different. But that's what they're saying right now. A year from now, we're going to have quite the big solar eclipse for 2024. So it'll be, if you're in any of these areas, you'll probably be able to see it. So considering where we live out here, I might actually be able to see the motherfucker. Yep. I might be able to see the mother sucker. Mm-hmm. That's right. What up, P-Dog? How you doing out there? So just keep that marked on your calendars. Another interesting celestial event. Maybe a warning from the skies. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be cool, dude. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. And I was cracking jokes about this the other day. And it happened. Twitter has done a dude. Oh, damn. Thanks a lot, Plutterbus. $5. Ham radio. So good. I don't know about ham radio. I don't know how to do ham radio, but I like ham. Ham's pretty good. And thanks for that $5 donation. We appreciate you, yo. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Now, the BBC objects to government-funded media label. Twitter has gone pretty hard, and they went ahead and threw out a government-funded media label on the British Broadcasting Corporation. Can you fucking believe it? And BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, is objecting to it, even though they are literally the world's leading public service broadcaster that is paid by none other than the British government. Like, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? The BBC is objecting to the new label, describing it as a government-funded media on one of its main Twitter accounts. The corporation is speaking to the social media company about its designation on the @BBC account to resolve this issue as soon as possible. In a statement, it said, the BBC is and always has been independent. Damn, son, we just got ourselves a super chat from Scroats McGoats for $5. He says, what will happen first? China invades Taiwan or a second American Civil War escalates? Well, if they're really trying to be efficient, they're going to do them at the same time, right? Like, there's going to be a civil war and then they're going to invade, or they're going to invade and then while they're invading, the civil war shit's going to happen. But they're going to do it at the same time. They're going to do it at the same time.
Skrtis Magots has donated $5 and says, what will happen first? China invades Taiwan or second American Civil War escalates?
I don't know, man. Probably China goes first. The BBC is and has always been independent. We are funded by the British public through license fee. Twitter has been contacted for a comment. Oh, yes. The level of $197 of annual licensing fee is required by law to watch live TV broadcast or live streaming in the UK is set up by the government, but paid for by individual UK households. While the @BBC account has 2.2 million followers has been given the label, much larger accounts associated with the BBC news and sport outlets are not currently being described in the same way. The account primarily shares updates about BBC-produced TV programs, radio shows, podcasts, and non-news material. Oh, the poor BBC. They're not the only ones that Twitter's been doing this to. Twitter's been giving state-funded government media shit to all these other people. And, you know, you just got to look back when they were saying the same thing about RT, right? Remember when Twitter rolled that out and they put that on Russia Today and they're like state-sponsored media, even though they were technically sponsored by the state in exactly the same way or very the same ways as a bunch of these other companies. And now they're starting to get pissed that the shit's happening to them and they haven't realized how the world works anymore, which is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But who cares? Not me. I don't really care about the BBC. And then, what's this? Hemisync. Robert Monroe's work inspired an entire industry of brain-mind products. After 50 years of research and thousands of lab sessions internationally, the internationally acclaimed patented Hemisync process remains unparalleled in its ability to assist us in harnessing our human potential. Wow. Hemisync technology? Isn't this like some CIA shit? Man, who the fuck's posted all this CIA shit up in my shit? Who's posted all this CIA shit in my Discord? Which one of y'all motherfuckers be posting all this CIA shit? See, look, Hemisync CIA right there. The gateway experience, analysis and assessment of the gateway process. Hemispheric synchronization or Hemisync is the most effective ways to briefly profile the basic mechanics and underlying options. Oh yeah, secret CIA mind probes and stuff. Tight. You know, I can share you a Hemisync thing. I think I have it in my Dropbox. It's in my Dropbox. Going to the Dropbox now. Get me in there. Get started. I don't want to need a fucking team. I just want to get to my Dropbox. I actually have some Hemisync stuff in here.
This is tape number 1, side 1. It is your relaxation tape.
Okay.
It is intended for this exercise to shift the activity from the left hemisphere to the right. It also trains you to reach deep alpha. To use this tape, it is best for you to make yourself comfortable on your bed or in a deep chair, away from direct sunlight. Just relax. Keep your legs about an inch apart. and your arms loosely by your side. Are you ready now? Fine. I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me. In and out. That's good. And again, in and out, and relax. Once more, in and out. That's fine. Just close your eyes over lightly now. Just feel yourself relax. I want you to repeat in your mind, silently, for yourself, by yourself, the words that I say. You will find that as you repeat these words, you will feel your muscles relax. Just relax and repeat what I say. Relax the little muscles under your skull. Feel them relaxing. The muscles of your forehead, letting go. Relax those tired little muscles behind your eyes. They are relaxing now. Relaxing the muscles of your cheeks, your jaw. Relaxing the muscles of your neck, your shoulders. Relaxing the muscles of your chest, your abdomen. Relaxing the muscles of your back, your lower back. Relaxing the muscles of your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel that tension drifting away, fading away, flowing away. Relaxing the muscles of your legs, your feet, your toes. Feel that tiredness moving down now, going down, more and more. You are now completely relaxed, and soon you will drift into a deep and sound alpha state. Relaxing more and more with every word I say, every breath you take. The sounds that are emanating from outside will only help you to drift more and more. No doubts, no fears, no anxieties. Nothing will bother you. Nothing will distract you. You are just relaxing now and letting go more and more in body and in mind. Drift now. Deeper now. That's so very, very good. I want you to imagine now that you are a rose bush in a garden. Consider the flower. Consider its color. Evaluate the precise size of the flower. Consider the stem. The thorns on this stem. Their size. Are they sharp or are they dull? Consider the leaves. Are they large? Are they small? Are they dark green? Are they light green? Consider the roots of this rose bush. Do they reach far? Or are they only short? Does the rose bush grow in deep, rich soil? Or is it poor? Is it moist or is it dry? Consider the rose bush that is growing next to yours. Is it larger or is it smaller? Consider its flower, its leaves, its stem, its roots, and the soil in which it grows. Is there a fence around this rose bush? Are there many other rose bushes in this garden? You will find that as you awaken from this relaxation exercise, you will remember every single thing that you have seen in your visualization, and you will be able to draw your rose bush, the one that adjoins it, all the other rose bushes in your garden, and the fence that encircles it. That's good. That's fine. Because you are now so very deeply relaxed, because you are now so very tranquil, the suggestions that I've put into your mind will sink so deeply into your subconscious mind, they will cause a deep and lasting impression there. Nothing can change these suggestions. Nothing can eradicate these suggestions. And because you are using this relaxation exercise so regularly, you will find that your memory will improve more and more, day by day. That's good. That's fine. In a moment, I'm going to awaken you by counting from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, you will be totally and completely wide awake, feeling full of energy and full of vitality, so very, very happy. I'm going to start to count now. And 1, you can feel the natural muscle tone, feel the natural muscle tension, returning to your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel it returning to your legs, your feet, your toes, as you are coming closer, closer to the surface. And 2, you can feel the natural muscle tone, feel the natural muscle tension returning to the remainder of your body now, as you are coming closer, closer to the surface. You're almost there now. You're nearly there now. And 3, open your eyes, being wide awake. That's good. Open your eyes now, wide awake. Take a deep breath and you'll be even more wide awake. If you get up, stand up, or swing your legs over the edge of your bed, you will be totally and completely wide awake now. That's good. That's fine.